My favorite way for speed development is definitely long toss. I think you're going to see the biggest gains in your pitchers with their speed if they're doing consistent long toss. And long toss is something that is almost an entire workout in itself if done correctly. It takes a good 20 to 30 minutes if you're going to do this correctly. We don't just long toss our fastballs, we long toss every pitch as we're moving back, and we really go back as far as we can and we work our way back in. Like I said, they're very tired. It takes a lot out of them if they're doing this long toss correctly. So we'll show you just a short version of it today, what it should look like. So Rachel's going to start on the mound. She's going to throw a fastball. And this is their good full motion. She's going to then throw a rise ball. And she's going to throw a drop ball. Now, if she was really doing this workout, I'd ask her to throw her curve, her screw, her changeup as well. We actually do the long toss with the changeup too. Now, after she does all her pitches, she's going to take 3 big steps back. Now she's going to start again from here. Fastball. Rise ball. As she's throwing, we want to make sure she's hitting her catcher in the chest every single time. So we want her to try and throw at the height to hit her catcher in the chest. So the further back she goes, the higher she's going to have to throw this. And actually, as we start really moving back, so go ahead, she would normally just take 3 more steps back, but just for purpose of time today, we're going to move her back quite a bit. Come back here around second base. That's good. Now the further back she gets, fastball, she's going to have to put a lot more height on it. So as we keep backing up, we're going to try and throw this as high and as far as we can. So we're not just looking for distance, we're actually looking for the height of the ball as well. So she's going to continue to put height, this is a rise ball, on it and throw it far. That's really what's going to build up that shoulder and create a lot more speed. Anytime we do these drills, typically our pitcher that can throw the furthest is also the one on our staff that throws the hardest. It directly correlates. And normally she would still continue 3 steps back, but we'll back her up one more time just so you can get an idea of the height. That's good. So as she keeps going back, she's going to keep putting more and more height. Sometimes I tell them, pretend like you're throwing a fly ball to an outfielder. This is a rise ball, still from distance. Now, if we get to a spot where maybe our changeup doesn't make it anymore, I just tell them to put a fastball there. So they're just going to put a fastball in place of it. And when they get to their furthest spot back, they may only have the fastball left, but that's okay. Still have them throw the 5 or 6 pitches, whatever they started with. Now she's going to work her way back in, the same 3 steps she went out. Make sure you don't finish a workout with your pitcher at their farthest distance because it will mess with their release point. Go ahead from right here. So she's going to work her way in the exact same way she went out. She's going to throw 3 steps in. She's going to throw all her pitches. If she dropped her changeup out, she's going to pick it back up as she's in the middle. Here's her rise ball. And then her drop ball. So she would work her way all the way back to her mound. You can come back to the mound. And make sure as you're finishing this workout that you're always finishing the workout on the mound. Have them spend a few minutes throwing the actual distance, because if we finish, like I said, at that long distance away, their release point's not going to be as accurate. So we always want a good reminder of exactly what the pitch is supposed to look like. And like I said, if they do this the full amount, they're going to be very tired. It's going to be a full workout. I would shorten the numbers you're doing in the bullpen before you send them to do long toss on a day where you want them to really get this work in. I recommend doing this 2 to 3 times a week. I think depending on how much speed you're really trying to develop and how much time you want to spend on speed development versus your pitches, you're going to have to weigh that out for your pitcher and what works for you. But I recommend doing this 2 to 3 times a week when you're really trying to build speed and get some consistency with trying to develop your pitchers.